Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Smith on the road, and just driving to an appointment, and it's about 9:15 right now, Monday morning. So we're going to see how the traffic is. Now, I should make it there in about 20 minutes. However, I'm going down into the Hollywood area from my area, and there can be traffic, but like I said, I would say the traffic is on average 25% less cars on the road. And we talked about that. Few reasons for that, right? People aren't working, no jobs. The jobs that are coming back are relatively low-wage service sector jobs, like working in restaurants and hotels, so they're not 9-to-5 type jobs. And the great exodus from California that's happening, right? I just found out another buddy of mine who I haven't seen since before the shutdown. He moved his family off to Texas. So, hey, probably good for him. Maybe good for a lot of people. But anyway, so far, the traffic is pretty light. Now, I'm only taking city streets on this one. Oh, and there's just another homeless tent right there and trash right there. LA is looking pretty shabby. Now, if you've never been to Los Angeles, the weather is really nice this time of year. June is like a bomb month. Man, I had my windows open last night and just let this cool breeze come through, and man, it felt so good. But anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes me to get to my appointment. But I wanted to, while it's on my mind, talk about this Elon Musk telling people that Bitcoin is bad for the environment, or he's not sure. So he wants to make sure it's not bad for the environment, right? Because if you are into Bitcoin, and this is not a thing against or for Bitcoin, I'm just a little confused. How can digits on a computer screen be any worse for the environment than printing paper money or mining for gold or silver? I don't get that. So I looked up Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining, right? Cryptocurrency mining, which I'm like blown away. And they call it mining for Bitcoin. And basically, to my understanding, you get on the computer and you do these math thingies, and if you can find Bitcoin, you can create it. You can mine for it. Now, how is that bad for the environment? You could use a solar panel to run your computer to do that. You could use, am I the only one that sees this? So Elon Musk says he's not going to accept Bitcoin for his Teslas because mining for Bitcoin is bad for the environment. It leaves a carbon footprint. I'm beginning to think, in fact, I'm not just beginning to think, I think, and I'm pretty darn sure that this is just a bunch of manipulative hoo-ha. Of course, the whole damaging the environment and global warming is a bunch of hoo-ha. It's to get people to hate each other, hate themselves. Oh, humans are so bad for the environment. And burning fossil fuels. Now, that's another thing. We're going to talk about another time. We've talked about in a previous video how dinosaur bones are not millions of years old, but only thousands of years old. And there is, so this whole, let's put it this way, this whole belief, theory that oil comes from dead dinosaurs and plants millions of years ago might be a complete lie. There is, another theory on how oil gets on the planet. And we'll look at that another time. I don't have time to get into that today. I need to do some more research on that. But, this Bitcoin thing, Elon Musk is like the new Bill Gates. They're rolling him out. right? He's the new genius. Oh, he's such a genius. We gotta listen to everything he says. And he smokes weed. All right, great. Now he's gonna get everybody high. Everybody's going, hey, well, Elon Musk smokes pot, so I'm gonna do it. That stuff makes you passive and slow, and the one thing men, especially, don't need to be doing right now is being passive and slow. Now, you need to be on your game, but that's up to you. I mean, you know, I used to smoke that stuff, so no judgment. But you know, Bitcoin being bad for the environment, you know, and again, I'm not for or against Bitcoin. This is not what this is about. It's just about this, what is going on. It's a manipulation, right? And if Elon Musk, one guy, can cause Bitcoin to go up or down in value extremely, you gotta wonder what's going on. So if anybody knows a little bit more about, you know, mining Bitcoin and the amount of energy it takes, I mean, you can't right now, you know, if you have knowledge or information on that and you can influence my attitude towards that, maybe it does require tremendous amounts of energy and burning of fossil fuels. I don't believe that one bit, but hey, you know, I'm open to new information, and I'm open to admit that, you know, I was wrong or my attitude has changed about something, but I think it's just more, you know, distraction, keeping people from understanding, you know, and looking for truth and the spiritual nature of what's going on. And as far as the traffic, so far, so good. I mean, it's pretty mellow. I'm coming up on Laurel Canyon here. I'm gonna go over the hill from the valley area into Hollywood, and that's usually this time of morning. There's usually a lot of cars on it, so we'll see what happens. So far, it's looking pretty good. Looks like I'll make my appointment on time. Anyway, you know, it seems, be wary of Elon Musk. You know, just be wary. I'm not saying he's a horrible guy or anything. I don't know the guy, but you know, it seems to be the case that he's the new soup du jour, as they say, right? There's always that, you know, he's the next Warren Buffett. You know, there's always, what was that guy, Richard Branson? You know, all these guys that you know, that are extremely wealthy, that are influencers, and it's not necessarily in a good way. Anyway, we'll talk later. Maybe I'll add an addendum to this video. But traffic's looking pretty good. So this is Mr. Smith, your humble servant. Just something to think about. Yeah, please like and subscribe. And if you have any information on mining Bitcoin and the energy it takes, anything, let me know.